The Christmas show this year is about 2 hours long, and but it's going to be the usual case of mayhem, fun, and laughter. And there's a great set, fabulous costumes, great cast as usual. I'm biased, but there you go. And it's just going to be a lot of fun.
Well, it's set in ancient Egypt. It's called Pharaoh across the Mersey. And we've actually, we're starting the show with 2 characters from last year's show. We had a couple of characters who fell in love last year, because the show last year was in the North Pole. And we decided to bring those 2 characters forward into this year's show. But if you haven't been to see last year's show, it doesn't really matter. You know, you don't need to follow the story, because we're just starting with 2 people. They were in love last year. This year they've got engaged, and they've arrived in ancient Egypt.
I think what I love about them, the shows, and about this one in particular, is that it like sticks to the Liverpool theme, and it always kind of entertains, and they're unique from any other theatre.
To be honest, I always look forward to seeing the sets, you know, for the first time, because beforehand we've seen drawings of them, and then we see a little model of it, and then you know, we're away in a different building when we're rehearsing, and it's only when we get into the theatre itself on the week when we open on Friday, and we normally get in on the Monday or the Tuesday, and for the first time we see the set, and the cut, because people have been building it for like weeks and weeks beforehand. And we come in on the Monday, and then it's just wow, you just see this amazing set that, you know, people have been working so hard to build.
Just every day, just working with my mates. My daughter's in it, so that's great, you know. But working with your pals, you know, it's not like coming into work, you know, you just come in the morning, you have a cup of coffee, and everyone's just happy to be together, and then it just sort of fosters a great creative process. You know, everybody gets in, and we're thinking up things, and you know, we're throwing things at each other, and you know, for old fellas like me and Drew, well, we won't thank me for saying that, but it's you know, we're finding stuff, you know, like we did when we were much younger, you know, and working with younger people, of course, is always a big help.
It's kind of like a really friendly atmosphere, like there's no kind of, you know, we're the older actors who have been here before and you're just the younger actors. It's been really together, we've all been able to have a laugh and stuff, but it's also like a supportive environment, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It's been really kind of nice, and it's always fun to do a comedy. It's always fun, just have a laugh in between lines. I think that's what I've enjoyed about it.
Yeah, it's kind of like the professional actors, they've kind of, they know that we're the younger ones and they're treating us as such, but it's not in a way that makes us feel awkward. It's like they want us to be there because they want us to learn from them. So it's a really welcoming and positive environment, because
supportive.
We feel like we're wanted here, and we're not just here because, oh, you know, we needed something else. It feels like we're actually part of the cast.
I've done averaged about 3 plays a year for the last 3 years or so. But I did Our Day Out about 7 years ago, and then I came back, and I've done, this is my 3rd Christmas show, or 4th, I think it's my 4th. It's great, I love the theatre, it's brilliant, it's a great place to work, it's a fabulous space, and I've been given some great opportunities there, opportunities I might not get anywhere else. And I co-wrote a play this year with Paul Broughton called Shed, and that did quite well. Just so much going on here, you know, and I love it, and I've been asked back many times, which is great.
Yeah, the previous shows at the Royal Court, this is the 7th one, or the 7th Christmas show I've done at the Royal Court now, and we started off with a very Christmassy show, Merry Ding Dong, and after that we decided that, you know, we didn't really need to have any sort of Christmas elements in it, you know, Christmas songs and Christmas trees and tinsel, so we've always gone to a different part of the world or a different area. So we had one on the South Pacific Island called South Pacific, then we went to the Wild West, Little Scouse on the Prairie, then we had a space spoof which was called Hitchhiker's Guide to Exactly. Well, last year we were in the North Pole, and we had a horror spoof as well, which was Nightmare on Lime Street.
And what makes the Royal Court special as a theatre, I think, is it's that it's a theatre that invites people. It really does. It invites people in and sort of says, you know, come and have a go. You know, join us.
I think it's a little bit different from a lot of other theatres, because a lot of theatres, you know, they think Christmas time, let's put a pantomime on and bring the kids in. Well, we don't do that really, and so that makes it very, very, very different. And also, you know, because we do have a lot of local mentions in there and jokes that you know, local people, you know, are going to enjoy them because they're going to associate, you know, certain mentions of certain things.
It's a Scouse theatre, and we make no apology for that. You know, the shows on there are mainly Scouse shows, and that's great. Why not? They do it everywhere else.
I think it's just typical like Liverpool comedy. Like it's all the little things, all the little like inside jokes within the city, and obviously it's actors who have been on the Royal Court a lot, so it feels like a family affair because you go there and you feel like you know them.
What will make this show great for Christmas will be the audience and their reaction, because every year it gets better and better, and they love it, and they join in. You know, we invite them in. There are little places in the show where we can invite the audience in. And what's happening now, of course, is that they've become traditional, and there's a lot of stuff that people expect to see, and there's little things we try and reprise. This year we've got characters back from last year's show, so that's a first. We've got Daisy and Boris, who were from Scouts of the Antarctic, and that was such a huge hit. So yeah, we've got them now in a different setting. Well, Christmas idea, it's a family time for me, and that's what it means. Family time, and you know, being with friends, but it's really, that's what it is to me. Commercialisation and all that, I don't go for. But I do like, I mean, the spirits of Christmas, well, I try to keep that going all year round.
Well, obviously the Royal Court Christmas show, that must be everyone's highlight, mustn't it? But obviously, you know, when the shops when the streets are full of like Christmas decorations and trees, you know, that makes me feel really Christmassy. But Christmas Day lunch with the family, to me, is like the best thing about Christmas, I think.
My favourite thing about Christmas is the sense of love in the air. Like everyone's giving, everyone's getting, and there's also a lot of really nice food that comes up around Christmas time. So that's always a plus.